Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley aspired to be just like the Kardashians. Todd Chrisley revealed that he aspired to be just like the Kardashians. This was of course before he got sent to federal prison for tax fraud. However, he seems to be close with a Kardashian or two and still adores them. He went into detail on how they got their show and the comparisons they received between his family and the Kardashians. Keep reading to find out more. Todd Chrisley is close with one of the Kardashians? Todd Chrisley revealed that he is close with one of the Kardashians. It seems that he is a big fan and friend of Khloe. However, fans are curious if the two are still close after he and his wife, Julie, got charged with tax fraud. They are sentenced to be in prison for a long time, and people want to know if their supposed good friend, Khloe, has stuck by them. However, their daughter, Savannah, has made sure to stick by their side and be their advocate. He wanted to be just like them. It seems Todd wanted his family to be just like the Kardashians. He revealed what he was told when getting offered a show. He then went on to praise the family. Todd and some other people thought they were the Southern version of the Kardashian family, and that is all he wanted for his family. It seems that he is close with Khloe Kardashian and wants his family to be just like hers. They were considered the Southern Kardashians. Fans loved watching their show, but now have to get updates on the family via Savannah Chrisley's podcast. She is hopeful her parents will get out of prison soon and be reunited with their children. Long before cameras began rolling for Chrisley Knows Best, Todd Chrisley would sit in his gilded Atlanta home and dream big, not of politics or business empires or even Southern royalty. No, Todd had his sights set on the glitzy crown jewels of American pop culture, the Kardashians. It wasn't just about the wealth. Though Todd certainly had a taste for luxury, it was about the brand, the flashbulbs, the reality empire. The empire built not on oil or inheritance, but contouring, drama, and social media wizardry. I always said, Todd once confided in a close friend, sipping a glass of imported sparkling water, Kris Jenner doesn't have 6 kids, she has 6 franchises, and that's genius. Pure, Southern-bred genius with a California tan. In the early days, Todd made subtle nods to the Kardashian formula. The pristine white interiors of their home were inspired by Kim's minimalist style. The endless family dinners, no matter how chaotic, were nods to keeping up with the Kardashians, except Todd insisted on calling their family gatherings more refined. "We're like the Kardashians," he once joked on camera, but with Jesus and more hairspray. Savannah was the clear breakout star, and Todd knew it. He encouraged her to take modeling gigs, make red carpet appearances, and even joked about launching a beauty line called Sassy by Savannah years before it ever became real. "You're our Kelly," he told her once, fluffing her blonde hair as if it were a crown. But classier, with less lip filler. But Todd didn't just want to produce stars. He wanted to be one. Deep down, he saw himself as the Kris Jenner of the South, a family architect, a marketing maven, a man who could turn household into a household name. He began scripting scenes in his head, imagining how to make everyday Southern living feel larger than life. "We need a scandal," he'd say, half joking. "Nothing Kardashian-sized, just something with teeth. A wardrobe malfunction at church? A feud with the HOA? Lord, I'd even settle for a row poodle." He hired stylists, makeup artists, and even a spiritual advisor to make the Chrisleys feel like more than a family. They were a franchise. And just like the Kardashians had their famous Christmas cards, Todd pushed for the perfect yearly family photo shoot. One year, they dressed in all black leather and posed on a vintage Rolls Royce. "We're not just a family," Todd said, adjusting his sunglasses. "We're an American legacy." The Kardashians came with challenges. For one, the South wasn't Calabasas. And while Todd loved attention, he had to admit the tabloid game wasn't always pretty. Every lawsuit, every financial mishap, Every family squabble made headlines. "I wanted the fame," he sighed once in a confessional, "but Lord, I didn't ask for the TMZ treatment." Still, he pushed forward. He pitched spin-offs, imagined a lifestyle brand, and even mulled over the idea of launching his own line of hair products. "If Chris can sell home goods, I can sell Chrisley curls," for the man who's got everything except humility. As time went on, his obsession with the Kardashians became less about mimicry and more about keeping up literally. When Kim made headlines for criminal justice reform, Todd made sure to speak about his own experiences in courtrooms and advocacy. When Khloe launched a podcast, Todd responded with his own musings on faith, fashion, and family betrayal. Yet despite all this, there was a clear difference. Where the Kardashians seemed to ascend into the clouds of untouchable fame, the Chrisleys felt a little more human, flawed, unpredictable, and relatable in a dramatic Southern way. Then came the legal troubles, charges, convictions, prison sentences. The facade of glamour began to crack. Todd's empire, once polished with gold accents and reality TV soundbites, was reduced to headlines filled with disbelief and scandal. But even from behind bars, Todd didn't stop aspiring. "He still watches clips of the Kardashians when he can," said a source close to the family. "He says it keeps him focused." He'll point at Kris Jenner and say, "That woman built an empire. I was on my way, and I still might be." Never count a Chrisley out. Savannah, now a vocal advocate for her parents and the new face of the Chrisley name, often channels that same determined spirit. She once told a podcast host, "Dad always believed we were just one big moment away from being the family in America. Not just famous, iconic." And perhaps that was the difference. Todd didn't want fame for fame's sake. He wanted legacy. He wanted to turn Southern eccentricity into a brand the same way the Kardashians had turned Calabasas luxury into a global empire. But in chasing the Kardashian dream, he stumbled into a very American reality that fame can bless and break in equal measure. Now in prison, Todd has time to reflect. His letters to friends are often filled with metaphors about reinvention. The Kardashians had their rise, their fall, and their comeback, he wrote in one note. So will I, you just wait. The Chrisleys may never fully match the scale of the Kardashian brand, but Todd never wanted to copy. He wanted to compete, and even if his empire crumbled, he would still sit proudly in his prison jumpsuit, chin high, gelled hair intact, saying, "I walked so someone's family reality show could run. And don't forget, I did it in heels." Because Todd Chrisley didn't just aspire to be like the Kardashians. In his mind, he was the Southern Kardashian. Scandal, sparkle, sass, and all.